The sad reality of Justin Trudeau's unemployment situation. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. If you look at the top line numbers, things look good for the Canadian economy and the unemployment rate, but scratch a little bit below the surface and you see that under Justin Trudeau, the economy is not doing that well for Canadian workers, especially two groups of people that Trudeau and his Liberals don't care that much about. Men over the age of 25 and people from Alberta. We'll get to that in a moment. But when you look at those top line numbers, things seem pretty good. Stats Canada announced just last Friday that there were 26,000 new jobs in Canada in the month of August compared to the month of July. That's not bad. And while the unemployment rate went up from 6.9% to 7%, it went up because more people were participating in the workforce. That means more people thought, hey, might be able to find a job. That's often seen as a sign of confidence in the job market. But then you scratch a little bit below the surface and you find out things are not that good. And when I say scratch below the surface, you don't have to dig too deep. I'm talking about the second paragraph of the Stats Canada news release on this topic. Let me read that to you. It says, compared with 12 months earlier, employment increased by 77,000, with all the gains in part-time work. Over the same period, the total number of hours worked fell slightly, negative 0.4%. In August, employment increased among youths aged 15 to 24 and people aged 55 and older. At the same time, employment was down among those aged 25 to 54. People 55 and older, you're getting into early retirement. You're getting into people that are scaling back their work life. 15 to 24, you're talking about people that are in high school, college, university, or just getting their feet wet in the workforce. But 25 to 54 is core employment. And that is what economists, that is what governments worry about. And employment for those people is down. Across the country, we've lost 68,400 full-time jobs just for men age 25 and older. Let me repeat that. 68,400 full-time jobs lost just for men age 25 and older. In the province of Alberta, age 25 and older, 90,000 full-time jobs lost in the province of Alberta. That's men and women. That would be a crisis if it were happening anywhere else. 68,000 women losing their jobs would be considered a crisis. But because we're talking about men, because we're talking about people that live in Alberta, Trudeau and his Liberals simply do not care. If this were happening in Quebec, there would be a massive outcry. There would be calls in Parliament for changes to the EI situation. There would be calls for special programs, training, a retooling of the economy. But this is Alberta. This is men. This is the oil patch. Nothing is happening. Well, nothing except more roadblocks being put up to stop the expansion of pipelines, more roadblocks being put up to stop the expansion of the oil and gas sector, which was once the heartbeat of the economy. If you don't believe me, just look at the fact that more than a percentage point of GDP was lost in the month of May due to the wildfires in Fort McMurray. If that doesn't tell you that this is an important part of the Canadian economy, nothing will. And yet for Trudeau and his Liberals, there's silence on this front. Kind of tells you where their real priorities are.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.